Sisters, can you hear me? Yes. Okay, because you know how I tend to drop my voice, so please, make a sign if I start to do that. It's great to be home and wonderful to be with you. This presentation will be done in the South, and the same one will be done in Northern California. Carolyn Marie will be doing what I'm doing in Northern California tomorrow, and that's why we're videotaping it as well. So we thank Sharon for helping us out with that as well. As Vicki said, and I can't tell you how much fun it is to have a smart board to play with. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. We've been invited by the Bold Awakenings Committee to help us as a congregation think about ministry discernment. And so we wanted to remind us all, before we begin, what it was that the Bold Awakenings team saw in our reflections. So you'll see, it may be hard to see this, but I'll read it to you. We have three branches: ministry discernment, care of creation, and relational living. So under ministry discernment, the what is to identify, call forth, and affirm the gifts of one another, identify needs, and create discernment process to match gifts and needs. Now, again, here's the how business. And by whom? Well, that would be this committee of four of us, actually. Colleen, Diane, myself, and Carolyn Marie. And we're doing it today at the December Assembly, and we'll see what we have to do following our interaction today. But our goal is to respond to the desire to be vitally renewed as ministers, and to have a new enthusiasm and a clear direction that we're using our gifts in the best way. So in order to do that today, we really want to offer us congregational time to reflect in a contemplative space about our mission. So I want you to relax into today, into this morning. Because as sisters, we're going to spend some contemplative time together. We've created some sacred space for each other so that we can have conversations around the area of mission and ministry. So our hoped for outcomes for this is that we will have a better sense of what we mean when we talk about the discernment of gifts for the needs of the church that we congregationally feel responsible to respond to. So it's a conversation for us to have together. And the committee wants to listen very deeply to what you say today. And so there's going to be time for personal reflection, time for sacred conversation in conversation groups this morning, and then in the afternoon we're going to do some practical presentations, offer you some ideas that we have, some things that are already happening, and then we're going to invite you to be in your communities to think about what you've heard today and to give feedback about what you hope for, what you think based on what we've done so far. So to begin together then, and really this is a time of just arriving, so I want to invite you to do that. We're going to spend a little time just being quiet together so we can enter into and create intentionally that sacred space. Have you had the experience sometimes of having your body arrive, but the rest of you hasn't quite gotten off the plane yet, or out of the car, or you're still in your office? We need to arrive. We need to come into this space together this morning. So I'm just going to invite you to bring yourself. Allow your body to sit into that chair. Be aware. Let go. I'm going to invite us now into a prayer that I think many of us have prayed before to sort of deepen our contemplative space together. many of you are aware of the "Be still and know that I am God" prayer. If you haven't, we're going to just say that phrase several times, and you're invited to close your eyes and to be with the words, or if you are visual, we will have some images that could speak to that. And so, let's enter into this time and invite our God, who has called us together, to be with us quite intentionally. Be still and know that I am God. more here. And we just ask that you be committed to getting more and more here throughout the day. Because we all have left pretty significant, important realities. And to give up the time to, in a sense, waste with each other in contemplation can feel a little bit of a rub. But sisters, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to enter into a little bit of contemplative time together to look at an area of our lives that is so fundamental, we sometimes take it for granted. And so we're hoping that in doing that, we can talk to each other about what really matters to us in this area and tap into a very vital energy that can illuminate the questions that we are facing together. Right? And so, in some ways, one of the prevailing questions that's going to be underneath this is, why are we here? Why are you here? Why did you come this morning? What's the energy that brought you here? What's the commitment? This morning, we want to sink deeply together into a corporate sense of shared mission. See if we can find out together what that looks like today. And so we are considering mission before we start talking about the practicalities of ministry discernment. Right? Get those gifts organized and let's put them out there. We need to get underneath that vital, fundamental, spiritual energy that has been a gift given to each one of us and given specifically and corporately to us by the bonds of our consecration. We belong to each other, and therefore we belong to this mission. And finding that vitality isn't an option for any one of us. Finding that vitality is our responsibility. Not nurturing that vitality, it's a problem. We have a responsibility to nurture. And so today is about nurturing it, finding it together. So we're going to start this morning by inviting you to take a long, loving look at the real in terms of your vision of mission. A long, loving look at how you see mission, how you experience mission in your life.